So we as a church, Good News Chapel, we know that because of the COVID pandemic, some construction plans have been halted and some relocation plans have been delayed. But we do not want to be people who just rest on our laurels and say, all right, well, they ain't building this year, so guess we good. We want to actively prepare for our church building project. So how can we prepare? One of the ways that we could prepare is by investing financially into our church building fund, by making sure that we have the finances ready so that when God presents an opportunity, we could grasp it with both hands. So that's one way we could prepare, by investing financially in our church building fund. But I want to suggest that another way that we could really prepare for that relocation project is by investing in our church being fund. Ah, yes, our church being fund. This year, we had as our broad theme, Church 2020. Be the church and build the church. And the big idea is that in order for us to build a church, we need to be a church. And so how could you invest in the Good News Chapel's church being fund? Well, there are 4 tiers of investment. First tier, little tier, tiny tier, is by simply subscribing and liking our social media pages. By sharing this link, by liking our pages and engaging in the content of those pages, you are making a small investment in our church being fund. Tier number 2, what else can you do? You could connect with us in our midweek and our Sabbath Zoom rooms. You could get that opportunity to see people face to face, hear people's voices. You can't smell them, but you could see them and you could hear them. And that is an investment in our church being fund. Now we're getting bigger now. We're getting bigger. Tier 3 of the investment. Tier 3 of the investment is for you as an individual or for you as a family to reach out to someone this week who has been vulnerable in this particular climate, in this pandemic. And that's not just the children or the older folks, but that person who you sense probably their business would have seen dwindling profits, or probably their children would have had difficulties. So I want you to reach out to that person, or that person who you see come to church by themselves every Sabbath, and you could assume, well, probably they're the only person of their faith in their family. I want you to find a way to get a contact with them, reach out to them, and connect with them. So that's tier number 3. Now comes the big tier, right? Tier number 4. If we make this investment in our church being fund, miracles will happen, guys. This is the hard one. We're not going to pretend like this is an easy one to do. This requires a lot of effort. I want you right now, and look to me in the camera, I want you right now to think about that person at our church who you don't like. You think about them, I'm sure it comes to your mind really fast. That person who blood just don't take you. You're just like, oh, geez, oh gosh, them, why them here, boy? I want you to think about that person. And your investment this week is I want you to pray very prayerfully, say, God, what can I do to repair this relationship with this person? Not what they have to do, not what, if them just do that. No. God, what can I do to repair this relationship? And we're not pretending it's easy. We're not pretending it's a walk in the park. It's actually a walk in the desert, a walk in the thorn bush, right? Because it's difficult to do. But if we invest in any of these tiers, I can assure you that our church building fund will increase because we would have invested in our church being fund.